Wait times. I often hear, the atrocious length of time that veterans will wait for claims to be adjudicated. You hear these horror stories of a year or two, and sometimes much longer than that even. And those aren't exceptions. Those are quite common. And I wonder if this is something that you hear in your role with the Legion, and is something that you see that you are dealing with as well, and if you have any suggestions on what can be done to better serve our veterans.
I hear that complaint several times a day, whether it's an email or a phone call. It's the biggest problem right now that we're having is with the wait time tool. Veterans will go on there and they'll say, oh, it's going to take 43 weeks. Now it's a year or more than, sorry, not 43 weeks, say maybe 23 for a common condition. Now they're sitting at 40-some weeks and they're wondering, well, it's double the time. How come, I don't have it? And it could be a simple claim like osteoarthritis of your knees. So we've asked VAC multiple times to take that down or at least make it accurate, because it's not accurate and it's causing a lot of grief and frustration and nervousness out there, because they say, well, why is my claim taking so long? It's going to be denied, obviously.
If you were made the Minister of Veterans Affairs tomorrow, what would you do? What would be the first thing you do to help bring those wait times down?
How many agents do we have working on appeals from the claims that could be working on approving claims instead of veterans fighting for these claims?
I mean, I've heard often about the idea of maybe a presumptive injury list as a way of, eliminating some of the claims out of the system and obviously serving those veterans quicker and all veterans in quicker as a result. But I mean, I'll open it up to other suggestions as well. What would you say would be the number one thing that could be done to actually bring those wait times down?
Absolutely. The most common conditions should be granted, almost on a presumptive basis, just a few checks at least on service and length of time maybe and a few things. But it shouldn't take, a year and a half, 2 years to hear back whether your lower back, is related to your infantry service, for example, where you're carrying a rucksack a lot of the time. I think they should start doing more regarding treatment benefits too. It's been great that they're doing that for mental health benefits. But when you're talking with somebody who has bad knees or a bad back and they have to wait 2 years before they can find out if a brace is going to be approved or some physiotherapy, that's a long time to wait in 2 years.
Sure is.
So
It's
those are some of the things.
Unacceptable, I would say.
Yes.